sports,
agriculture,
entertainment,
advertising,
religions,
and traditions.
Once it is credible and balanced, it has to be Africa 24 Online TV.
Welcome to another edition of the One Liberia, One African talk show, live on Africa 24. I'd like you to share the video. We're about to discuss very important issues. Liberians in the UAE and Oman, the current situation. That's their plea, their seek for global intervention. We've had the discussion before, but yet it's a discussion that is not ending till it ends. So, my name is Anthony Colley. I'm your host. This is Africa 24. Like I said, share the video, invite somebody, like the page, and we will have some interesting conversation today. On set with me, I have our super guest, Mr. Max the Mesa, another super guest contributor, Mr. Sherry Mohammed, and I have Vivian from Oman, and I have one or two other guests that will be joining later. But in the meantime, we're going to get the show started. It's very important. We have, like we mentioned before, we all traveled different part of the world to make ends meet for greener pasture. But the experience has not been the same for everybody. And these are the case study, and we're exploring the experience of some of these Liberians in UAE and Oman. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to get the show started. In the meantime, follow the page, like the page, invite somebody to watch, review, and contribute. You're live on Africa 24. Let's take a break and come back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're live on Africa 24. This is the One Liberia, One Africa talk show. And we are back again with the very same topic. We're discussing the situation of Liberians in UAE and Oman. It's deplorable. Like we said, many of us, I believe more like all of us, have traveled out of Liberia to see greener pasture. Some people have made a better living. Some people are still making it, but some people it's been disastrous. Yes, even as that, they're calling for intervention. They're calling for the help of government. They're calling for, Liberians who have Liberia at heart. And that's why we're here today. So I wait no further, but introduce my guest. We have Max. Max, how are you today, sir?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for the invitation. Let me say hi to everybody on the platform.
Yes, and we have
Right.
the sheriff himself, all the way from the UAE, the Secretary General of the Liberian communities. He's been here before. He's spoken extensively. He's working hard behind closed door to ensure that Liberians in the UAE and Oman have some resolution. He's made some progress, but there's yet a lot more to do. And we have Vivian, who
Sure.
is currently in Oman, who will be talking to us. Vivian, how are you today? You
I
okay?
thank God. I thank God. I thank
That's
God.
good. Wow. So, Sharif, you are the one on the ground. I'll start with you. We've talked about this already. The last time we spoke, you said that Liberians already in some Liberians have managed to go back. Even as that, the government did not get involved. And we understand from the last time we spoke that the UAE government, through one of the representatives, helped about 15 a good number of people. But we still have, some people still in detention, still need help. And unfortunately, we also understand there's a pregnant women among them. How serious is the situation in Oman? Just give us an update before we go any further.
Uh, Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Colley. And let me say, respects to all of the member here tonight, Mr. Maz- Maxine and my sister Vivian. Let me greet you all. And let me extend the greetings of people in United Arab Emirates to Mr. Colley and the family of Africa 24 TV. Thank you for giving all the platform to speak to our people to understand what is really unfolding in UAE. Thank you so much. Uh, at moment, we still find it very difficult for our people. Like you said, we have tried our possible best. Today, we have 28 Liberians
Mm,
currently in Liberia. Like we said, there was 66, and now we remain 38. Out of 38, uh, we have reached to a point where by the by the help of God, things will get to you know uh, ending part. But we are yet to reach there. For now, we have two groups. The group has been divided into two.
mm,
One group has been sent to Abu Dhabi, that
mm,
is the capital city of United Arab Emirates. Then another group remain in Dubai. So currently, out of 38, 9 people are in Abu Dhabi. Then we remain 27 in Dubai. So 27, 5 ladies, and
mm.
22 men. So there where we are, currently, and we pray that we tonight, whatever we discuss here tonight, we
Mm-hmm.
pray that our government give us listening ears to come into this situation and try to help our people. Thank you
Wow.
so much.
Max, you are a super
Yeah.
guest. Thank you very much, Sheriff. That was good. At least we're up to date. We know we got about 28 left, 38 still behind, and there's still a lot of work to be done. But most importantly, we are calling on the government, to get involved. Max, you've listened to the breakdown that Sherry just gave us, and you're one of those people over the years have been working with humanitarian organization. You go to Liberia very often. You do work with young people with of different ages in different situations, and you're very much abreast in many forms and shape with the situation in UAE and Oman. What's your take on what Mr. Sherry just given us?
Well, let me appreciate everyone once again, and then appreciate Sherry for coming on the show. I've been actually not been opportune to actually share any platform with you, and
Mm,
it's great that you're calling from that end as well. With respect to the uh, breakdown you just gave us, which is you called Dubai and you call Abu Dhabi and then Dubai.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh, what's about Oman?
Yeah. For thank you for the issue of Oman. We have lot work to do. So I cannot give you exact figure right now that we have because we are struggling with the issue of Dubai and that of Abu Dhabi. And now we have another incident or another situation in Ajman. Ajman is where we have another, group, Liberians also residing there. A week ago, there were 15 Liberians arrested,
mm,
incarcerated also. So for Oman, we cannot give you the total breakdown. We are yet. Last time when we received the communication from the Ministry of Labor, we told him that every time we send him the listing, he's not really, he has not been proactive on this kind of issue. So we, as a community, we want to focus a little bit with the situation in Dubai and that of Ajman and that of Abu Dhabi. For Oman, we know we don't have men in the categories of the situation that want to return home. All of
mm,
them, they are women. I can only speak to a few of them. Let's say more than, I can say more than for now that 20, 25 of them have reached out to me.
mm,
When we started this repatriation issue, we started with 73. And when the government came in, they helped, let's say, 30. So the remaining of the 70, 73 remain. So that means when they took 30, remain 43 still remain there. And after a few months, we had more than 100 plus coming up again. So by making our calculation 143, so we still
Mm,
have a huge task in Oman to really, cater to. So it is not easy. For now, the numbers still coming, so we cannot give you. We know right now, a few of them they are in cell or they are in prison, and there's no way. Last time I contacted one Padmo. I don't know if you know Padmo. Padmo was in court with Kadiatu Fekai.
mm,
Kadiatu Fekai and a few other ladies have been in court. So I spoke to Padmo. Since we do not have a government representation in Oman, I spoke to
mm.
him as a gentleman to make him, to encourage him to stand for our sister. So he took her to the court, and another lady also. So a few of them they already obtained their passport, because sometimes they can confess to get passport. So
Okay.
Musu Kamara obtained her passport and she's here to get the ticket. And Teresa Ria also in a similar category. Teresa Ria, her passport was investigated. She got her passport. Then she still, just this morning, she told me again that she still need money to buy a ticket. Then another two other, reached out to me today that they reached out one or two organizations trying to help them. So all they want for us to do is to get their passport. For them, they already get a help, someone to buy their ticket, but then they still need to settle debts. It's like this kind of like very, slavery stuff. Imagine you confess to get someone passport, then you put another bill to pay before you release a person to be on her own. And few of them that on their own, we do not have a ticket available here for them. So that's the
Mm,
situation for. And I frankly spoke to them that we cannot leave the Liberian community in United Arab Emirates. We cannot leave the situation that we have now on ground, because we have been told by our government, by our leaders, that we should take care of it. They are our brother, they are our sisters in Dubai. 66 of them. So that 66, we try to manage that listing, and that's where we are focused right now at the moment.
So,
uh,
we call your comment. You made mention of at least 15 being arrested, and
mhm.
they are in the hands of the government. Are you talking about the arrest where the arrest made in Oman or in other part of the?
No, this arrest 15 arrested in Ajman. Ajman is one of the cities or state in United Arab Emirates.
Okay.
I want you to Oman and United Arab Emirates. We are dealing with both. I mean, in this discussion, so we are
Yeah.
talking about 15 arrested in Ajman, and we from onset they were arrested from beginning of middle part of the last month. We didn't know their whereabouts. So last week I tried to find investigate. I went to Saja in other area to know where they are, but luckily for me, I was directed to go to Bagsa of China Mall in Ajman, where the 15 of them are currently going through prison. Their
But Sherry,
sentences in. Yeah.
Sherry, I'm not cutting you off. If these are our brothers and sisters, if they are kind of they are just in a home and they are not allowed to go out just like that because they don't have any identity on them. But so how come they've been arrested? Because arrested mean you must have done something outside and they arrest you. So, but how can you be inside, confined in a place and thing and be arrested? Have you inquired or
Yeah.
what happened?
That's yeah, exactly. For the situation of Ajman, we made that decision to go to the various law officials to know what led to their arrest. And
Okay.
the information we received is not really encouraging. So we just thought otherwise that we can help, because they were being seen in a place where legally not allowed to be in those places. So some of them, according to few statement of account, they went there for visitation. But then
Hmm.
that place is being earmarked or marked as a place. not allowed to, be there in a particular zone. So they fall into this kind of situation. So
Mm.
for now, they have even most of them from Ajiman, they have a visa reading in the system. But in this case, because of being that particular area, where they arrested them, so they cannot be in the country anymore. So they will have to uh, nullify their visa or cancel their visa or their status. So they told us to provide ticket for them, and so they will, send them to LRB.
So that means we have another situation at hand. We have
Yeah.
Yeah.
those who want to go back, those who don't want to go back but are seeking a better living, and then we have those
Yeah.
who have fell short of the law, and they are in trouble. They can either be
Yes.
sent back to Liberia or maybe kept in for depending on the nature of the offense. Because, like you said, there was an area earmarked not meant to be there, but we don't know
Yeah.
the different reasons why they were arrested. So that's multiple situations we are dealing with now. But what I would think we would do, I think we should concentrate on Oman because I know we have the guys who are in trouble for whatever they did. We have UAE that is already established. Things are not working, but at least they got something going. But Oman seems to be the one that has a lot of work to do. And some of the recommendations was for the guys in Oman to form a community like you have in UAE. And with that, you mentioned a particular name which I didn't pick up. I think Jabate or so, who was
No,
involved or something like
Padmo,
Padmo. Thank
Pad,
you.
yeah,
You know, so we need to focus on Oman to see how we can establish something so the guys they can have a community, they can have a voice, they can have a sense of belong, and people outside can have somebody to relate to or group to relate to. I think that would be the focus because if we're not strong in love, whatever situation is there is difficult to deal with. But before then, we have Princess online, and we also have Vivian. Mr. Sharif and Mr. Max, I will come back to you. You guys are the analysts. You're the big boys. We're going to hear from a Princess and Princess, who is also an advocate. She's calling from Liberia. Princess, how are you? Can you hear me? Princess Jala, you there? Okay, Vivian. I know we spoke last
Yeah,
time. How are you? How are you doing today? You okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah. So what happened? What's the situation with you? I'm sure you are in Oman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Um,
how are the people treating you? Are you happy there? What's the problem? What do you want the world to know?
thank you ever so much. To the
Mm-hmm.
boy, I can say I I send my appreciation and thanks to all the board members.
Yeah.
Yes, the problem here is that we don't have anyone here to talk for us
Yeah.
because yes, we don't have anyone to talk for us. We are here. For me, especially as I sitting here, when I came in Oman,
Mm-hmm.
the host, my first sponsor that sent for me, I came in a place here. I was maltreated. I was cleaning 16 room, 16 bedroom, eight
Wow.
toilet, eight toilet, six sitting room, then two kitchen. Yeah. So
Mm.
all our cleaning, I was doing the
So that was
washing.
one big house.
One, just one.
16 bedroom, 8 toilet, two kitchen, and other things.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Every day.
after cleaning it that, I will go, I will cook, I will wash, I will iron. Like not small thing. No eating for me. If I call my agent to tell, she will say, you don't want to work, you're the Liberians, you don't want to work, you don't want to work. No one is here to represent us. Yeah. At last,
The agent is the agent a black person? Is he a white person? What country is the agent from?
the agent, she is white. Yeah, I think she from Ethiopia.
Yeah, Sadia.
Yes,
Ah,
she from Ethiopia. And last she ended up telling me that, oh, if you don't want to be to that house there, because one time they beat on me, they knocked the iron on my eyes. So
who did
my
that?
whole hour, my sponsor, my sponsor wife. So when he came from to where he saw my whole eye was swell up, my heart here was raining when I was ironing. He asked, he said, oh, Vivian, what happened? I said, oh, madam told me that the clothes that I put on the hanger, the one where close down on it, the hanger that close down on it, she said, why it left among the clothes? So she took the iron and knocked it on my eye. That's why you see my heart here raining, swell all the day. Eh, la
Wow.
bati anato. La bati anato la me to me say you will carry me. I say okay. They carry me. So when they carry me to my agent hall, now my agent started talking. We the Liberians, we don't want to work. We just lazy. We want to sleep. Yeah. So I
Mm,
spent 2 days there. I spent 2 days there because I don't know the place here. How it looking, I don't know.
mm,
Then my my sponsor called me back. They say I should go. They came for me. I went. When I went again, even to pay my salary, they're not able to pay it. I
mm,
spent 2 yes, I spent 2 months. So the 2 months now, the last day for them to pay my money, they came in the night, it was after 12. While cleaning all our who are changed or children, they are not made food, they not eat.
mm.
So they came from out, I was coming from Austin. I changed the leg, I was coming from Austin now. Like her, the madam say, Fifi, I tell you to clean it. All that area again, what happened? Then her dollar left there and say she finished cleaning that and she go change the leg again. Then she said, shut your mouth. She told her dollar, shut your mouth. What I want her, she will do. I said she will come
Wow.
clean back. She must clean back. I say, oh madam, finish cleaning, but I go change the leg here. When I will clean again, then I go bathe. It was after 12. I go bathe, then I take the dusty bin again.
Mm.
Why the time I get? I don't eat.
So you don't
Eh,
have
la
no
ba-
time to rest. Every day that is same thing. 16 bedroom,
ev-
8 bathroom, 2 kitchen. You're working all day.
every day, every day that they work our own. If I put my hand in full set to talk, you can eat slowly, you can eat slowly. Yeah, I
All day
will wake up.
complaining.
Yes, I will wake up. They send me so, send me so, send me so. So at last time when I call my agent now, she said the only thing you are able to do, the help I able to give you now, I will take you from here, I carry you, you go man the sheep, you be feeding the cattle, the food that you will prepare for the cattle, that the
Mm.
food you will eat. Then
Wow.
you bathe the cattle. Even even you made a dinner, then the one when the cattle finish eating, your own you eat it, you collect all the cattle, all of your going to see when you go
Mm.
sleep. That the
So
play you will
Vivian,
eat.
that means
Yes.
you don't get no time to rest. You are working all day. Do you get time to go for free time? Do you get time to go to visit people, to see other people? Do you get time at all?
I don't used to talk with my people. I don't talk with any other person. They will
Mm.
get Wi-Fi in their house. So one time when they gave me $53 real, which is I think Liberia in US is 160 dollars.
Mm.
$160 US. When they gave me in, I said, please, I beg you, y'all please buy me data. Let me talk with my people. They took that money from me. They went, they bought data. I not even talk with my people. Then within 10 minutes, then that money finished. They say that the money there.
Wow. So
Yes.
hold on 1 second, Vivian. Mark, you've been listening to all that Vivian has narrated. You know,
Yes.
cleaning 16 bedroom, 8 bathroom, 2 kitchen, no time to rest, more like no
Nah.
freedom. And she was taken from her
Yes.
country with the intention she was going to Oman to work and make a better living. But it's not working. It's not working. More like a modern slavery. What's going on here?
Mhm.
Mark, Vivian, one
Look,
second. Let me hear from Mark.
look, Vivian, I'm sorry for for the ordeal, not only you, but the rest of you guys that are going through it. I am in a group with, we're about 10, but at least four from the group are in Liberia now, in Oman. And we've been in this group for about 4 months now, I think. And we just been helping one by one, they've been leaving. So, in fact, Sherry just called somebody name that I know. We right now we're pushing hard to get her ticket to go back home. Teresa, by the grace of God, we'll try our best again. Teresa will be number 5 from that group. I said 10 of them. And
Thank you so much.
we're so thankful to God that at least, our advocacy, at least people, not government officials, but people that are humanitarian, our own Liberian people, some of them will reach to them into their inbox. Right now, I got this fundraising running on Facebook for her, so that between now and next week Friday, we can raise, the ticket fees, and then at least you can leave. But look, my dear Cynthia, I don't know how to comprehend this now, because myself, the day I came across you people, one person got in my inbox and said, "We seen you on Facebook. You've been talking for people and things. We want you to talk for us and things." I didn't even reply this lady for about 2 days or so, because we're not friends or so. And then the next time now, she sent another message. I decided to just go and click on it. I opened it and I told her, I said, "If you want, you can call me." From that day, this is the 4th month. Look, I don't sleep because of you people. Why you guys are going through that? I am
Thank
not.
you so much.
If I was a rich man right here in the UK, if I was a rich man, by now all of you people are out of that place. Honestly, because I know what slavery is. I've been in that part of that world to just go for a holiday. I've been in the Islamic world, and I know what can happen there. And right now, as I speak to you, even in Dubai itself, for the World Cup, we've been behind them. The building of every station, studio or stadiums you're going to see over there were built by Africans, and they use them good. So a lot of them came from Eritrea, a lot of them came from Ethiopia, and they were there. Some of them some kind of way have to leave. But Sherry, the only thing one thing I want to add on what you have said, I didn't even know that we have established at least somebody there to say, look, I want to take care of this. I want to be, a leader for this and push this. And so as a community leader, I just want to appreciate you very much. But Teresa, I know if you, for the continuation of contact with those in Oman, Teresa will make, a good. She's been very active in the group as well. Margaret is very active. She's our, she's there, but she doesn't give us. She's our strongest, prayer woman in the group there as well. And what I would love to also get from you, I want us to have this personal contact now. I am in touch with the same people you are in touch. But let me tell you, I left the government chat room only one day. When this thing came, Sherry, I sat down here. Yeah, calling here. I showed them the letters the last time. I wrote the president himself. I wrote the speaker. I wrote the International Office for Migration, IOM, and complained. I wrote Amnesty International and complained. I wrote the ICRC International Rescue Committee to complain. I wrote the U.S. Embassy in Liberia, the U.K. Embassy in Liberia, and the European Union. And I brought this issue to their attention. Please help us. I appeal to even the U.S. ambassador, directly, that if these people, if these young people are rescued from that part of the world, please resettle them in America, because they left Liberia for a reason, and that reason is being jeopardized. It's being jeopardized by them being used as slaves or so. So please, I beg. Look, all of those people I wrote, I got replies from the international people. Our people, one person I didn't get a reply from. When the U.S. ambassador, the Liberian government, none of them. Then when the embassy were replying me, they send a CC to the labor minister and the assistant minister at the Ministry of Justice. They call him Wisa.
Yeah.
So that they can be aware that we have contacted them on behalf of our brothers and sisters in Oman, in that part of the world, in the Arab world there. So
Yeah.
then the person, the human rights officer at the U.S. embassy, who was instructed by the ambassador, told me that, look, thank you for bringing this to our attention, but we appreciate for the government of Liberia to take the front seat, and then we'll be in the back to support. So I urge you to please liaise with the labor minister and this assistant minister. Sheriff, that email, they read it. Though, but
know.
up to now, I speak to you. This is the 4th month. Not a reply I got from them. I went, somebody added me in the chat room. They not known that they created a chat room long time, the government.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and somebody told me,
yeah.
Somebody told me, I went in that chat room. Let me tell you what happened. Just the same like this, what we're talking about on WhatsApp. And one of our sisters explained the story and so. You know, one of the ministers were in that chat room and asked the question, why you want to do that? Who care you're there?
Wow. So you mean when you went into the government chat room, because first of all, you explained that when you wrote the many letters to the international community government of Liberia, the international community replied and also CC the Liberian government just to show that they've been contacted and they've responded. And you, Max, was part of the chat room that the government were in, and the government, whoever the representing at the time, asked a question: why did the guy who sent the guys to Oman? But forgetting to know that Liberia is a third world country, it's in a deplorable conditions, and people are going different part of the world to make a greener pasture, and that's the reason why they went there.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Before I could answer and leave the chat room, I asked him a question. I said, you know how I got to the UK? Sheriff, just for evidence, you see the letters?
Yes.
These are all the bunch of letters I sat down here and wrote. I sent to everybody. So I told the minister, I said, Minister, that is a very, very wrong statement or question you have asked.
Coming from
These are young people. I said, I dare you right now. If I take a ship right now from London here, and I go park that ship at the free port of Monrovia and say, anybody that want to leave Liberia and go, even your own children are way in the bush, your stepchildren and things, they will leave and come to Monrovia to get on that ship to go. That's why they don't even know where they're going. They will go. So this is wrong for you to say this. And I left the chat room, colleague. I have to leave that chat room because of their behavior. And then I decided, you know why? From our government, from our organization perspective, Justice Forum Liberia will just continue to help those that are already in touch with us, and to also be talking about it every day, so that we can continue to create the until I think last month, or month before last, when we attacked them so much, then they call for some kind of a meeting with those that are already on the ground. So our organization plus those girls, we told them to go attend that meeting. They had a meeting. You know what they did to them last week?
Okay, you know what we'll do, Max? Let's just take a quick break and we will come back to you. We'll also talk to Sherry B. This is the One Liberia, One African talk show. You're live on Africa 24. And we are discussing the Liberians in the United Arab Emirates and Oman. Like we said, many of us leave our country to make greener pasture. But some people find
Welcome to Africa 24 Online TV.
We are news and beyond. We bring you major happenings around Africa, precisely Liberia, such as
politics,
education,
sports,
agriculture,
entertainment,
activism,
religions,
and traditions.
Once it is credible and balanced, it has to be Africa 24 Online TV.
Welcome back. This is the One Liberia, One African talk show. You are live on Africa 24. Share the video. Invite somebody to watch. Like and follow Africa 24. We are discussing the situation of Liberians in Oman and the UAE. Like we mentioned, many of us leave our country to find greener pasture. But many times, it doesn't go the way you think. And some people are in the very difficult conditions. And such is the case of the guys in Oman and the UAE. And that's what we are discussing today. You know, follow the page, Africa 24. This is the One Liberia, One African talk show. We just been joined by somebody there. Who has joined the link, please? Is the Princess?
No, I'm Angela.
Angela, where are you from? Which country? You.
I'm Angela. I'm the Liberian. I'm in Oman personally. I live
You
in
are in
Oman.
Oman. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have Angela, another person in Oman. Want to speak to Angela. Welcome. Nice to have you.
Yeah, I'm okay. I bless God for life.
So what is this? What is the situation? We've been talking about the situation in Oman, UAE, and the government intervention, and a lot of people needing help. Vivian just spoken to us. She said, she worked many hours, clean 16 bedroom, 8 bathroom, 2 kitchen. She doesn't get a rest, and it's like a modern slavery. And I think for Oman, I think it's very much known. Mark has just expanded on that. What do you want to tell us in few words about your present situation and the situation in general about life in Oman?
Yeah, personally, my own personal experience, I'm not really facing more difficulties in the home that I'm in. Yeah, but I bless God. And to our understanding and belief, the only way such a things will stop if we get a community here in Oman that even you come to work and you are not getting a rightful benefit, because if you read on this contract sheet, nothing can legislate to say you will stay back in your country. You definitely want to come to work, because what all that is read the contract sheet. So if you read the contract sheet, you'll be very encouraged to come and work.
So
but then you come now to work.
You're trying to say before they take you guys from Liberia, the agent goes to Liberia and bring you guys. There are a lot of nice things in the country. You have this, you're being tied to this. But when you come to Oman, nothing like that exists.
Yes. For me, I never came by agent. I did my process online. I went, I followed the page, I browsed on the page, I followed online, I did my process online before coming to Oman here. No agent for me or agent process me. I did my process online. And when I come in to Oman, I heard the rumor, so I came fully prepared. I came, I bought some things, because the suffering that we're hearing, our sister need to.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have some technical difficulties with the internet, and we can't hear our caller anymore. So we move to Sheriff. Are you there?
Sheriff left, I think.
We can't hear Sheriff either.
Hello, I'm live.
Yes, we can hear you.
Angela, went off.
So when I came to Oman here, the home that, by the way, is not really bad. At least the work for me is okay. But the only thing, the people they don't value us because we don't have no They don't value us because we don't have no representative here. They do anything to us at any time. And they respect, so you give them the full respect. You work. At the end of the day, they don't appreciate, number one. Number two, they don't get you tail out. And we do more work. We work more and less salary.
So you do a lot of work, less salary.
If you go through the labor law, yes. And we don't have tail off. You work continuously. If you're sick or not, they will still want you to do that work.
So wow, and that is serious. So that means like UAE, Oman needs. That's what we mentioned. We said earlier. Oman needs to establish a body to have that oneness, to have representation, so they can have somebody to talk on their behalf. Because like Vivian said, when things happen, they go to the agent. The agent obviously wants money, so she only talk in the favor of the people. So that means you guys are totally vulnerable.
Yes, 100% vulnerable. So we are appealing to the Liberian government, we are appealing to the international community for them to please help us to make us to be represented here. That if anything, we're not praying for it, but if anything happen and they are not showing concern, we can call. They can listen. They can listen. There's people in Oman here. They know the law, but they feel that we don't have anybody here to help us to implement it. That's the reason they can just do anything or anyhow.
Oh. Okay, so we got nobody to speak for you, so they're taking advantage of you. You know?
Yes.
So now you people need to try. If you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, we are discussing the case about Liberians in UAE and Oman. They've been taken there to work as maid, but conditions are not good. They are working too many hours, getting less pay, and as both of them just said, there's nobody to speak for them. So when things are going wrong, there's no advocate, nobody to talk on their behalf. You know. So Vivian, you just listen to your friend. Sorry, what's your name again, please? You said what's your name again because it's not showing here.
Angela S.
Brilliant. And you just so the same thing you said, Vivian, what Angela just said. So that means we have to work on. You people have to work on creating an organization, right?
Yes.
Nobody to talk for you.
Yeah, nobody to talk for us. Even our friends, then they are sick. Some of them are in a cell. Yes.
Wow.
Some of them are on the street. We don't have anybody to advocate for us. That's why we are calling upon the government, at least so that they can see at least our representation here to come and represent us. In case of anything, that will be able to call upon them, that they will come and rescue us. Yeah, our friends are talking.
There's one of the ladies online, Garment. She's been on the show before. She said she wants to contribute. Garment, are you there? Garment, can you hear me? Hello, Garment. Okay, she will call back. So, Mark, this is a situation. We've looked at different aspects. We look at different things. We look at the conditions. We look at the various actors in terms of the host, the agents, and everything else. And we realize that some of them do want to say, like Angela, she have a better condition, but things can go wrong. Nobody to speak for her. So that means we've come to the conclusion that definitely there's a body that needs to be there. Game, can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, we can hear you. What do you want to contribute, please? It's only about 2 minutes because we don't have much time. Everyone's listening to you. Can you hear Gamen?
A resident of Oman.
Can you people hear Gamen, please?
Yeah, my contribution to today's show is that we need a representation in this place.
A representation.
We need a representation, and we need it as soon as possible. Whether the government will come to repatriate the entire citizen in Oman, we still need a representation because the time of their coming is yet to be identified. We received information from the minister, which stated that they are firstly dealing with the first 50 people that were repatriated to Liberia after war, before they even think about us. So why if those repatriated people process take about 4 months?
That's true.
Like the human rights minister in his video said on the previous show that he mentioned that if Liberians will stay here from now to November, it will not be easy. It will be disaster. So I don't know why he was seen, because they get it say the thing that the LLC was sitting the child can claim but not even see it. So we don't know why he saw. But in time of peace, we need to prepare for war. And the only way we can prepare for this yet to come disaster, which he prophesied or spoke about, is people that will be here to represent us. Whether the government, whether the international community will come to repatriate, we need people to represent us. On a daily basis, I'm a wasted. My friends, our sisters, they keep calling me, Carmen, today not easy to my place. Carmen, we need help. I need to go to the other place. My boss, it's just like it stressed me out. It stressed the whole team out.
It's too much.
We established a child room. We call it a library. Yeah. we established a child who called the Liberian community because a black that in the Liberian community in Oman on a daily basis we receive series of complaints from Liberian residents in Oman here. Like one of our sisters, she was so unfortunate that her bosses beat on her and she passed out.
Wow. So one of the Liberians ladies got beaten by their host and she passed out.
Yeah. 2 days later, she found herself in the hospital. Since she been in the hospital, she got in connection with the agent. They took her back to the office. While in the hospital, when she woke up, according to her, the police brought a document for her to sign. It was written in Arabic. She couldn't understand what was there.
Wow. So the documents that they brought for her were written in Arabic.
She tried asking to inquire what was written before she could sign it. And the man told her that the people, the allegation they made on you was that you stole their property. Why? Because according to the story, they said they locked her up in a room because she refused to work. She said she no wanted to work for them. She wanted to go back to Liberia. So they locked her up in a room. While in the room, according to them, she fell from the second floor of the house. The second floor down, and then spring her gun, and she had bruises, all over in bruises.
Wow.
For 1 week, the agent kept her getting out of office and refused her to communicate with anybody.
Wow.
1 week she was there, and she's not on any paper treatment.
Wow.
One of her friends came crying in a child room. Oh, Justina dying again. Our sister dying. We didn't get her. This man from the US, they call him Mr. Masale. He been our hero here. And how we try contacting him. And luckily for us, he's a Muslim and he speaks Arabic.
Wow.
So he called to the office like he usually did. And he tried talking to the woman. And it is not that they say. He connected me on the call. He begged that woman, pleaded with for about 45 minutes.
Wow.
Just to allow us to talk to the victim. She said we not talk to her because they get disobey her.
So personally, what they get at now? What they get at you talking about? What she at now? Right now?
She still out of office. They still keep her locked in the office that nobody can communicate with her.
Wow.
She said the laboratory maker left the phone to the phone. It's not gonna person with some validation.
It will be too long. Anyway, guys, man.
Somebody that will go to the office and tell them, oh, they should have seen that. Trust they be safe.
True. Anyway, guys, man, thank you so much for your contribution. We got a lot of people online, a lot of things to say in very less time, but thank you so much. I know we will get back to you, but we really appreciate what you said. You've added so much value, so much voice to what we're talking about. Thank you, Gamen.
Okay.
Well, Max and Sharif, we've listened to another story, and everything comes to one thing: no voice. People out there, their situations, they are suffering in silence, no voice. Max, Sharif, this is a situation. We listen to Gabriel, we listen to Angela, we listen to Vivian. They need a voice.
Yeah, Vivian's slogan, right? Vivian.
Yes,
Yeah, I got in contact with Vivian since January, and her sister. Was both of them were misled by one Aisha. Aisha, thank God today Aisha is serving her sentence behind bar in Monrovia Central Prison. So she and her sister, your sister is Grace, right?
Yes.
Grace. Then Aisha were connecting with one Madam Fifi in Oman. So I know the situation that they're going through. I know in and out, and I really pity their situation. Okay, her name, Vivian, her sister name on the repatriation listing, 73 listing I'm talking about. So I know all of them in one, and then their story that they gave in, actually they are legit. So it's not like something that they are making up. Okay. But my point here is that these are the ladies, like Max was saying, that every one of them, every one of us will fighting to make sure that they return home. But human being, sometimes we have our own desire.
We do.
We want to have that freedom, and I can understand when they say that They need someone who will be there for them, who will, champion situation for them. I mean, they are speaking holistically for the government representation, and they are
Yeah.
speaking holistically to have that freedom where they will be under one umbrella as a community, as a group of people united, to fight this particular, things that they are going through. Because it is not easy. It is not easy, and I feel their pain. All I can say to them is that they need to be very, very careful. Okay, I have a listing of agents in Umar. Some of them, they are also trying or advocating for establishing community, and establishing community is not bad. We want them to be to to get that group united and fight one common enemy. They will get there. With this cry, we pray that the government of Liberia listen to them, send a representation
So
to
Sharif,
Oman.
So
Yeah.
Sharif, like UAE, like you guys in UAE right now, like Garmin said, she quoted
Mm.
Max, and if they have to wait for those 50 people to be settled, it take who knows how long it would take. Because thinking about how long it took to get them out, and how much
Mhm.
the government don't have, and how much they have to do. So how long would it take for them to come back to really see after the people in Oman? That's what she's saying. But you've
Yeah.
been in that position. What is your advice? What is your advice on how they can start to
Well,
put themselves together? Because they have to start from somewhere.
yeah, I've been advising them from time to time, and we reach out to the council, his uh, honor, Mr. Samuel Lenley, concerning about this situation. Like I told
Mm,
you last week, that their situation is quite different from that of UAE. But
mm.
however, there's still a good news. They can still have their community. It is not
Mm.
something that they cannot do, and we pray that they have a very solid and good community that we all
Well,
that will be able to.
in
Yeah.
situation like that, you need one strong person, one leader who can take
Yes.
initiative or who can take the lead. So Angela, Vivian, you people are in Oman. You know yourself to some extent. It's sad that you people don't meet, so that connection is not there. But who can you count on to say, listen, although we have a group chat, but who can you count on? Because Garmin talked about Masale in America. So who can you count on to start putting things together so that you people can start forming? Because time is of essence. You don't have time in your favor. And like the lady said, every day somebody's complaining. So who can you count on? Somebody just joined the chat. Who is at the back?
Uh,
Is that Masale?
Yes, this is Masali.
Marcelle, welcome to the show. I know last week you tried your best. You're here today. It shows a lot of character and shows how much this means to you. There's a
Yeah.
lady who just spoke called Gamen. She mentioned you and she referred to you as a hero. So what have you been doing that the people of Oman in this condition can call you a hero?
Thank you so much for welcoming me on the show tonight. Yeah, thank you. I do appreciate. Yes. The problem in Oman there. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Yes. Oman. Yes. People call me the hero. I tell them thank you. Yes. You see this Oman situation when I came into this picture with Oman. It was one of my cousins. She been in Oman there. And I used to hear so many things about Oman. But whenever I ask her, she will say, "Oh, brother, I'm okay. Things are fine with me." Just like that. Till one day, she was able to tell me, "I've been telling you things are fine, but things are not fine." And
Mm,
that's how she disclosed everything to me while they are
wow.
going to in Oman. And that's how she said, "I have a chat room. I always talk to my friends, encourage them. So if you will like, I will also talk to them so I can add it to the chat room so you can really see or listen to what we are going through here." I said,
Okay.
okay. And that's how she put me in the chat room and everybody welcome me in the chat room. So
And you've
when
been
I got
working with
there,
them.
yeah, I started working with them, listening to what they were going through. So someone had a problem. Immediately when they had that problem, I told them, send me
Can
your
I, can
agent.
I, Masale, one sec, can I ask everybody to mute themselves until you're ready to talk so that there can be no background noise? If you're not talking yet, kindly mute yourself so that we don't have interruption. Masale, we can see you, but I'm not sure why. You're not very clear, but it's okay. We can hear you.
Oh,
Masale, can you hear me now, Masale? I can't hear you. Oh gosh, mute is done. Masale? Oh gosh, we can't hear him now. So Max, Masale, we tried to get a better picture of Masale, but then we lost the sound. Masale, you are mute. You need to unmute yourself.
hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now. You are muted. Welcome back.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Masale, we don't have much time, but fast forward, you've been there, you've listened to their stories, and we've come to the conclusion. We look at different actors, we look at their hosts, their agents, we looked at the Liberian government, we look at the international community. But now what we realize is they need a voice, they need a community. What can you recommend? We've been speaking to Max, we've been speaking to Sharif, Angela has contributed, Vivian, Garben, other people wanting to contribute. Now they need a community, like in UAE, they have a, like Sherry said, it's a different situation, but we have to make something out of the situation. What is your recommendation? You've been dealing with them.
Yes, I highly recommend that, because right now the problem in Oman, there is no representation in Oman. Like when those children, they are in problem, that they can call upon, oh yes, we have an office here, we have people representing, or they are welcome and well done by the Liberian government. We can call on our office so they can come to our aid. There is nothing like that. That's why you see everything that happened in Oman, immediately they take phone and call me. Oh yes, this person is in this problem. Like now, Justino situation. Saint Justino was beaten by her sponsor. They took her to the office. Nobody could get in touch with her. And I know most of those agents, the moment they told me, I said, who was the agent? They said Fortunan. Immediately, and the moment I texted her, I said, I want to talk to you. She said, yeah, boss man, any problem? I said, yeah, there's a problem. And I was able to get government on the line and hear the side of Justino's story, where in the beat her, she was unconscious. They dropped her behind the building and she wouldn't find herself in the hospital. You see,
so there's a girl
in Oman. There's a girl in Oman now who they just aborted her pregnancy, and she's under critical condition. I have all the pictures, the video, everything when they aborted her pregnancy, because they took her to Oman and no agent, no sponsor could take her to work because she was pregnant. And the agent couldn't send her back to Liberia because she made expensive. She didn't get her expensive, so she had to abort her pregnancy and give her to someone so she could get her expensive. There are so many things. There's a lady now called Ella. She's paralyzed. She's in prison in Oman. How will she get back to Liberia? Because her sponsor were owing her salary. She also gave her sponsor money to send to her family in Liberia. The sponsor went and put the money into her personal account, almost a month. And I gave it 24 hours, which was 2 days to give her salary, or else I was going to involve the police. And that's how he gave her salary. They brought a document for her to sign. She said, how can I sign a document that I can't read?
Is it Arabic?
They decided to jump on her with fight. And that's how she left the house. She went to the police. It's a long story, but now she's paralyzed. She's in prison. And they demanded her to bring $750 US. So they were going to buy her plane ticket. When her family sent the money, the officer received the money. They said it is part of their expenses because she having spent 2 years in Oman. Now they are after the family to buy her flight ticket to take her by. So the best thing I see, even if the government will go to Oman to take their citizen back, but for now, I think the best thing is let they get a representation in Oman that whenever those children they are in private, you can call the hotline. Oh yes, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Peter, this is what I'm going through, and immediately they can respond and come to your aid. Because there are laws in Oman, but they are not going by those laws because they know those children they are over there.
They are vulnerable.
They are vulnerable, just like that. So I highly recommend the idea of establishing an office or a community in Oman that will be recognized by the Omanian government that will defend and represent the Liberian government to know that their citizens are there and they should be respected and treated fairly. You see, because
somebody's saying that you know the government should come and repatriate people, or else there will be a lot of dead people very soon in Oman. That's how serious it is.
Yes,
but anyways, we've listened to all of these stories, and there's so much to talk about. And what I realize is that the more you bring people on, the news stories we're hearing, but then you've been dealing with them. Who among them can you handpick to say we can start something here? Because at the moment there's a dying need for a representation, for somebody to stand up and be that David, to be that giant, to be that voice. Who can you recommend? Because you're not there, you're doing your best, but there's only so much you can do. Who can you recommend?
Yeah, because right now we have Gamen. Gamen is in Oman. We have Sharif there. And we have some people in Oman, like in the Liberian community chat room. We have people that are really waiting to be part of this office, the organization, for us to see how we can organize this office. We have, I think, even there's a guy called Sharif. He's also in Dubai. I think I had a meeting with them twice. We were trying to see how best we can do this because we want it to be something that the Liberian government will be aware, like while the Omanian government, where if we accept everything, it should be well organized and accepted by the Omanian government. You see, we have lots of people in Oman that if we can get the support from our Liberian government, this can be done in a short possible time because the cry is too much in Oman. Every morning when I wake up on my telephone, I will see 6 to 7 messages. Mr. Masari, I'm dying. This is what happening to me. See what happened to Hawa. Another girl called Hawa Wasti. Her sponsor just threw her out. When she went to the agent, he put her in the horse and beat her. Even her parents, I don't think her parents ever beat her like that in her life. You see, those children, they are treated as slaves. Selima is one of the most wickedest agents in Oman.
Max, you've listened to all of this. You know, we're talking about establishing a body in Oman. What is your recommendation, Max?
I strongly recommend that. Yes.
Mark the mixer.
Mr. Mark the mixer. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We can hear you. You need to unmute yourself, Mark. We can't hear you.
Sorry. All right. Thank you very much. I hope we can get connected after the show through Collie. So we can.
Max, we can't hear you. You need to unmute yourself.
I have. Are you not hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You can go ahead. We're hearing you.
I unmuted myself. Thank you, brother. I mean, I hope we can work together thereafter. We can get connected and work together as well. They are hearing me.
Yeah, we can get you.
Yes,
we hear you.
Maybe you're not hearing me, so you need to press your button.
Okay. I'm not hearing him.
Oh, I'm sorry. You in control. You're not hearing me. Then I'm not on the show. Then, right, guys. You'll thank you plenty
okay.
for the explanation.
You can carry on. I'm not hearing it, so you once you guys are hearing, it's fine.
All right, yeah, man. Okay, Jay, you keep looking at my lips. If they go silent, then it means I'll shut up.
Okay, Sherry. Okay. I can hear everybody else but Max. I don't know why.
Yeah, the problem here is that.
So, Sherry,
So
yeah,
this is my advice. Angela and Cynthia are on the platform here. Let me tell you to verify. I am into human rights work.
I'm not hearing again.
I've been inside for a long time. And
Mr. Collie, give him chance. He's talking, so we are hearing him.
Maybe he's going to come back. I talk with the Justice Minister almost every day. I talk with the Minister of Gender almost every day. And I raised an issue about you guys there. When McGill was in power, I was on his doorstep every day about you guys. Let me tell you, let me be very frank with you. If you have any means, for Angela, I think the way you explain, it doesn't have much to do with you. But any of you that are listening to this, if you have means to press some buttons at this stage between now and December, press those buttons and get yourself out of there and go back home. From December, by the time we enter January, forget it. It's campaign time. If these people are not giving us attention, those are that are banging at their doors every day for your sake, and do something about it, forget it. When we enter campaign time or Christmas to New Year, they're not going to pay attention to you. All these guys that they have put together, that we push them so much, even the American embassy have to get behind them on regarding your issue before even they put this so-called skeleton team together. They say they're looking after you people. They are not there for their own self. When we wrote the letter, we wrote the president about your issue, and we took the airway for almost 2 weeks. I would sit down here and call all the radio stations. It was 3 weeks before the president. I didn't even know the president was going to visit or were going to pay tribute to the prince there in the UAE. The president went there. By the time I heard that the president was going, I called Minister McGill. I said, Minister, I understand the president is going to the UAE. I say, I'm begging you, please put this thing on the. If you are not going, put this thing on the table, on the president's table. So when the president get there, let him raise the issue with the prince. That man that sitting down right there in Dubai, he can control that whole region there. If you grab him, you can grab, they can be able to reach to all of our people, and all of them are there. Look, it will just take one flight. You're not even full that flight. Those that want to come home, because there are people that don't want to come home, like my sister Angela. But those that want to come home, definitely they can't even full a 200 flight or so. The president went there, sat down there. The president went there and sat down with the king, with the prince. They talked on different things and things. This issue was not brought to the table. When the president returned, I called Mr. McGill, asked him. They say, oh, the president was too busy and what's that thing. We're putting committee together, so they're working on it. They wanted to reiterate my advice for you people. Like the way we're doing with the other people, we're doing it small. If you get means, get out now. What we saw in Libya,
but Max,
it is the same thing that will happen in our region there. What we saw in Libya, some of you never see it. We ran campaign. I started in London here and ran campaign for our brothers and sisters in Libya that were sold there into slavery. My people, the thing that the person wrote is the thing that will happen. I'm not praying for you. Yeah, Collie.
The problem I have, even if the people want to go, if you take them Liberia, there's no rice in Liberia. What will the people eat?
Hey man, you're not bring foreign eating ever. Yeah.
No, but it's serious. I'm trying to say.
I was talking to Liberia. I was talking to one of the sisters. I was talking to one of the sisters this morning, and she told me, she was telling me, I said, how Liberia? He said, me, the player Enana, even if there's no rest for the next 3 weeks, I'll be drinking water. At least I can sleep well. Nobody yelling at me. I'm not standing on my feet from 2 o'clock in the morning to the next morning, next day, next evening, next morning. I am happy I get my life back. That's what you're telling me.
But remember, even though some of them want to go back, some people want to stay. All they want is a better conditions, and that's why they're advocating for a voice.
Forget it. Let me thank Sheriff. Let me thank Sheriff. At least on that side up there, they're doing it. When you come down on the other side, like Oman and thing, my brother. Even if the girls are there, at least they gave me information to Sheriff and other people. They're trying their best. But Collie, I want you to understand that the condition these people are living under, they do not have absolute right. No. Communication is controlled by somebody.
But one
If the
second,
if,
Max. Somebody just talking about going back. Somebody just commented. You say you cannot go back without paying the 3,000 USD. That's
no, you
just one of
can't.
the comments we just saying. So that
No,
is a hard thing.
no,
No,
you can't. You can't.
you see, that is infringing their right. Actually, that
Yeah,
money should not be paid. That's why, for me, I actually been supporting them to have community, but I'm
yeah,
doing so with another second thought because, our society is very corrupt. You have
yeah,
all type of people mixed in the community doing their different things. There have been some guys also in a scene, Oman, men also trying to come into the leadership of the community, and also part of what the bringing people to Oman. But overall, it is our prayer that they have a very good community, that we all can work in hand to solve a problem like this. Because mind you, if we do not have anyone on ground that will be able to, like what Padmo is doing, to do that kind of pressing before government come, things will be difficult. We
mm,
I There's a lady now back in Liberia, Ruth, Colley. Actually, she had a difficulty, so she ran into the bush. Okay, by the time I actually reached there, it was kind of like difficult. So, but then I didn't have any main communication really to talk to. But however, that's our prayer. We will be with them, but we want
mm.
them to be very careful with those people because for me,
Yeah.
I'm seeing the names of those agents. So every lady, once you call the name, you call Musu, you call Teresa. I can tell you the Teresa who is linked with Teresa case, all these things. So you have to be careful. Sometimes you do not know who you're talking to. You do not
Yeah.
know the other people too. They want to be part of a same community to get certain sort of protection. But however, I want them to be vigilant. The community chat room that they have. If the what we can do, even in UAE, we have some government law enforcers in our chat room to know who is who. Probably you think that you can say anything or you can do anything, you go scot free. Mind you, when you get to Liberia, you will have somebody also, knocking your door to tell you, Mr. SYZ, you have done
Mm.
this, you have done this. You need to
But
be,
Sharif, I mean, like everybody established, the situation is serious. And like I mentioned, even
yeah,
though I mentioned rice, but it's more than rice. All I was trying to indicate, going back to Liberia is a hard work. And like Gaben just said on the comment, 3,000 is a
yeah.
lot of money. So now UAE is established. Is it possible for you guys to send a help to go and help them to organize themselves? Because what we realize, there's a lot of females. So I'm not saying female can do it. That's not what I'm saying. But I think they need some spark. They need some spark.
Yeah,
You've done it. You've got the energy. They need somebody to help them. Can you guys not send a team? Is
No,
it
that's
possible?
what I'm saying. Woman is very, very difficult. What I just got to know, women are going through this kind of molestation. Women are going through this kind of situation, but the men also equally there, knowing fully well some of these ladies, situation. Like I told you, since November last year, since November last year to April this year, before I got to know that there's a May in Oman.
Mm,
Okay, some of them I don't know. Maybe Mr. Max has been following. One guy is
mm.
a Freeman. Freeman, I got in contact and the Freeman and Amadou Kezulu and that of Aisha. All of them have kind of a male personality in or person in Oman, trying to also give them information about the same situation. To an
Max.
extent, they will
Mm,
tell some of these ladies to confess or to say it on this kind of TV that they don't want to go back
Understand.
home. All
Yeah.
is good. I hope you're
Yes.
well,
getting it. So these are some
mm,
of the things too. There's I've been also working to know who is who in this whole situation. But
uh,
however, I also gave a lot of information to Mr. Washington, who is the Liberia National Police, and also Minister Wise, to be able to fight this situation. Some of them they are also in here in Dubai. I'm not afraid to call agent name like Samuel Chanchan. He's one of the guys that have sent bulk of our ladies, and he also here in Dubai. So these are the names that really they also have person in Oman trying to push button, you will not be able to know. Okay, like situation for Vivian. Okay, Vivian went through a whole lot of situation. I'm happy today that she said she doesn't, she wants to be back home. Okay, she wants to be in Oman. If we have a good community, when established community, I've been in Vanguard really making sure that they go to the rightful authority to do whatever they need to do. Okay, it's not it is difficult, but if we have a God in there and the guardians, we can go there. But the lady them said they need to be truthful to know those people amongst them as a man, part of the agent doing this thing to them.
So in other words, you're saying the agents have spies.
Agents, yeah, I just got to know some recently that some of the
Sorry.
agents have complete
Yes,
control
Mike.
over them.
Yes, Mike. Max, go on.
In addition with what Sherry was saying, he's not lying. The whole thing is a network thing.
Of course it is.
It's a syndicate. You remember the first time I appeared on your show here, and I started giving you some names.
You mentioned
There
it.
are those within. There's a guy who came on the show that day. I even had to shut him up. There are those within who are part of the syndicate, and those that are within. I'm not talking about my sister Angela, because the way she explained, I'm okay. I'm fine. She's okay there, and I'll continue to pray God for you, that God continue to protect you. But there are other elements with respect to what Sherry just said, that are within, would discourage others from coming, from leaving, even if they have the opportunity to raise the money to pay the money back, whether it's $2,000 or 3,000.
That job is to discourage people, because other people are making money out of them.
Make the situation. Even they can call on radio stations back home. I was on the radio the last time one of them called and started talking. Oh, Liberian people are they just lazy and what's. That was a guy who made that call, and he said he was calling from Dubai, and thing. He went under the same arrangement and thing, but everything is fine. Liberian people we just lazy that all, but everything is okay here and thing. And you see, and then you hear the other story. I just heard about this other sister here. Come on, man. What kind of hope she got that she's going to survive it? Somebody force you to have abortion. They're not giving you good treatment. Yeah, they're not giving you the good treatment.
No proper
They're just dashing you away. And let me tell you, you in the Arab world, Sharif is over there. Even if you speak that Arabic, this one here, for this alone, you don't have that respect for this one. They don't take you to be human being. That's what I mean. I like to be blunt with people. I live with them, I shared with them, and I know their attitudes. My people, if you press a button, if your parent gets someone at one lot, they have the other girls in our chat room date. If you get it, sell it, go home. Whatever little you get, you can go and start something with it. I think Angela want to say something.
For those who want to go.
Those who want to go. Yeah. Those that don't want to go, me, I continue to pray for you. I'll pray for you that everything will continue to be good. But do not depend on the government.
Thank you. Those that want to go, actually, like I said, for now, my advocacy in the Liberian community, the whole leadership and the people of the United Arab Emirates, we have a whole lot of things right before us. Okay? We were talking about 66. Now that we remaining 38. Now they just arrested another 15. So until that has been my message to them, those that are in Oman, because the government, we do not understand the government position. Okay, like Mark said, sometimes you will give them all of the facts, but due to bureaucracy and all type of things, they will delay. Okay, and most of this international community, they will not be able to be on the front line. You have to be on the front line, okay, as a government, because your statement, your position statement, I like what Mr. Gibson did recently. with televised communication with that of the Ministry of Manpower. That alone is good. You know, it was giving a good uplift to our sisters there. So they were adhering or listening to that communication.
Yeah.
But you know,
That
these
was a
are some
booster.
things that we want. Okay, not only talk, send representation. If government, I'm from onset, I've been supporting community establishment. Very good guys are there. Padmo, Coleman, Joshua, and Gamen. These are very good. They mean well. But I just felt recently that Amadou Kezulu, Amadou, you will be surprised that Amadou Kezulu alone sent more than 31 person to Oman. I hope you get me. Out of
Wow.
31, out of 31, Amadou Kezulo have a control over more than 10 ladies. Okay? I had a
And Colin,
communication with the same
Colin,
TV from
Yeah,
Ga-
Max. Let Sherry finish and Max will contribute.
from Ganda. From Ganda, there was a lady calling on different name. She forgetting to know that her name is on the repatriation listing that we submitted to Minister Gibson Labor Ministry. Okay, so her name is there. She was calling with different name, but Bernard, I got to know that who is speaking because I spoke to her before. Okay, I asked her later on. She decided to tell me that Amadou threatened her. Okay, issue like that,
Wow.
they just have to be honest and be able to show pinpoint perpetrator amongst them. Okay, some
Max,
of
you
them,
wanted to say something.
yeah, she
Sorry,
wanted to say
sorry,
that,
Max.
the girls, everything okay in Oman, everything that we are saying, she debunked it, telling us that we are lying, things fine, trying to discredit, statement of account coming from the roof collie or angel. These are kind of embarrassing situation. Okay,
Mm.
this is a kind of embarrassing situation why you try in telling people that there are molestation. I even reached to a point that when using certain because we send a recommendation like Mike said to the government. That took us 2 months before November. Government started giving us listening ear. We wrote the ambassador in Kuwait, Ambassador Jefferson Duwana. Then we didn't stop there. The community went ahead because we talked with our council. Council also doing well. Then out of sudden, government listened to us. Government, pay 50,000. I mean US dollar on this case. But to my utmost surprise, some of the ladies also coming up to say that they don't want to go back. You
damn.
know,
Wow.
and for this
Max,
establishing the
Yeah.
community, establishing the community,
Sharif,
I was
Max
on
wanted
the
to say
phone line.
something. Go on, Max. You wanted to say something, sir.
All right. Yeah, it's in connection with what we're talking about. These guys that are involved in it. Colin, to be honest with you, some of them have been in this thing for long. We didn't even know. Yeah,
True.
and there are two guys that somebody I sent somebody when I heard about them about their the kind of a property they built. Man, these guys build mansions out of the blood of our sisters and brothers. This
Wow.
is serious. It's just that we have this kind of a government that doesn't just care at all. But this situation is very, very serious. I mean,
Mm.
the last time I was in the chat room with in the Nigerian chat room, that was 3 months ago. But
Mm.
Harry sent people to go collect his people there. Those that wanted to go
In
back.
in Oman.
Yeah, they made arrangement with Saudi Arabia, and they carried their citizens.
Mm.
We were just as the right next door, Sierra Leone, Manda Bio. They were just about to go for that, for their citizen when the protest took place, and they put it on hold. This is a serious situation, but only thing we do now have people who love us as citizens.
Mm.
Our leaders doesn't love us. That's
Mm.
why. And that's why I will appeal to you sisters. If you have if you can press button, press it. Let's see how we can raise the money to pay the people back one by one or so. But even this promise they made to you, Sharif, that yes, they have those lists. Yeah, and they had a meeting. I sent people there. They had a meeting. They had, and 3 weeks ago, they even took those that arrived. They took them, they carried them somewhere and told them that we brought you here so that we can be close with you as government, so that we can help you to resettle you in here. Don't you want to spend sleeping on the floor there for how many 2 weeks or so, and they just let them go. How can you give somebody, somebody $100 or $50 to say go? We're trying to work out packages for you. So why you carry the people there for
So
2 weeks?
So, Angela, do you know of any? I mean, we heard from Sharif, you heard from Max about
That's Cynthia.
Liberians being. Angela is online.
Oh,
Liberians and Vivian. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Angela,
you.
and Vivian can hear me. Do you know of any
Yeah.
Liberians that are also instigating, giving wrong messages or trying to threaten people to change the real story? Have you got any experience of that yourself? I will start to
No,
Angela.
no, I've not get such an experience. I've not heard it before.
Vivian, what's about
Um,
you? Do you know of anybody that trying
sorry.
to change the story of Liberians? To say, oh, the people that are suffering, everything okay because they're making money, all of it. Do you have any
I know
idea?
Sherry, you know him.
Yeah, I've been hearing it that the Liberians, they are not suffering here. They just lazy. They don't want to do any other thing. What all they know is to eat and sleep. Yeah, they don't want to do any other thing. That's why they are crying, talking that they are suffering. Yeah, but
Mm.
yes, I've been hearing
Maybe
it.
all the
And
time.
even my age,
Yes,
my
that's
You
my
know, you know that
age.
person over there. You know that picture. You know that person.
Yeah, this is a Chancha, Samuel Chancha, and the one that you show first is the
Today.
Cephas Cisse. Cephas
Yeah.
Cisse, he was arrested. Then later on, I don't know what happened. He got away, so he found himself in somewhere nearby country, and we still don't
Yeah, I
know
don't know
what
why.
is
Yeah.
the next story. Yes,
So it's almost
I know
like we
all
are
of them, all
we
of
are in
them.
this place. They say if the house don't sell you, the street will not buy you. So Liberian
Now,
problem is Liberians too. Is that where we're coming to now?
yes.
Yes.
So while we're talking about creating community for Omar, some people are there making sure that it doesn't work because they are benefiting. Because obviously, the agents are there, they need their money. The madam needs somebody to use, and the guys who are the link from Liberia, they too need to build their houses. You know, so we have a lot of strings we are pulling here to deal with. It's a huge thing, humongous. You know, like
Let's
I
go to
said,
Cynthia. Cynthia, let's ask Cynthia. You've
you
been
said
saying I'm
Vivian.
quiet now, and I don't know
You
if
mean
I know the news. It's not easy news, but Cynthia,
you mean
what is your
Angela?
what?
We don't have Cynthia. We have Angela. We have Angela and Vivian.
Oh, Vivian. Yeah, sorry, Vivian.
Hmm.
What are your plan?
Mm-hmm. Yes, my plan is to go back. And my plan here right now is that I'm advocating for my friends then too because the one then are in the cell. We are hearing that the president those that went back, the president want to see those that went back the 50% first to settle them. While now the 50% that they are going to settle them, they are already rich in the country. Why now they can't lead them our friends then are in a
Yeah.
cell for them to
Yeah,
come and rescue them. Yeah.
yeah, makes sense.
Then yes, then they like other people there because they are already rich to their land. Our friends
No,
then are in a cell. We pray, we are begging on behalf of our friends then that so they can come and rescue them. Some of them are
no,
sick, they are in critical condition. See that kind of our other sister that she is pregnant and she is in the cell.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's serious
Yes,
for her.
why the government can come and rescue us before settling. That's what we are
Mm.
saying. Yes. So we are
Mr.
begging.
Colley,
Hold on one
Let
second,
them
please.
Mr.
come and rescue us. Let them come and rescue, especially the people that are in a cell. Some of them are sick. Let them come and rescue them first before coming for the other people then. Because those are also we are in a
Yeah,
house now. At least
it
we
makes
can say
sense.
a little bit better, yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit better. But our friends then are in a cell. Please, we are begging you come and rescue them before
Okay, we
getting to
have
us.
Marcele. We have Marcele on the
Yeah.
phone. Marcele, you're gonna be our last caller because time is well spent. So I'll just like you to speak and what you want to contribute just in 2 minutes.
Oh,
Okay.
just what my sister is saying there is what I was saying the last time when I saw that the IOM gave 75,000, I think, to the Liberian government. So I think instead of the government using that money to go teach those people who already went back how to do business and other things and settle them 1,500, they are already back. I think since the government cannot come and take their citizenship back because they don't have the money, that 75,000 can be used to come and get those people back to Liberia. Sure. There are people in prison. There are people suffering. You see, the complaint is too much. Every day I receive call. Every day I receive call. You see, so I think that money can be used to come and take the people back if there is no means that the government can support and help to establish an office in Oman that will represent them to see the welfare, the security and well-being of their citizens. Let them use that money to come and repatriate all the Liberians from Oman back to Liberia instead of seeing after those people that went there. That is our country. When we get there, we know how we can make it through.
That's true. That's true.
So I think that would be better instead of using that money to say, oh, we're coming to settle those people, let them go back to school, let them do businesses. While all of our dying people are suffering, it's not easy. People are in prison in Hawaii, Canada, and others. It's not easy. Every day there's a problem in Oman. Every day there's a problem in Oman. You see? It's not easy. So let that money be used for that purpose instead of settling those children over there. Liberia is when we get there, we can make our way through.
You'll find your way. Thank you, Marcelle. Thank you very much. That's what Vivian just said.
I think Angela wanted to say something, Collie. I think Angela wanted to say something.
Please do.
No, I think Angela was putting her hand up.
Angela, please go ahead.
Yeah, why I'm saying I hear the minister talking about we should press button. So what's about some of the people that just what we are saying, some of the people here, they are in prison, they're not able to press button. So what will become of them? We will not come here. Yeah, we will not come here. At the end of the day, you suffer, the money you work for, you turn around, you give it back to the people, you go back in your country empty-handed. You understand it? At least when we get representative, they will pay for every other thing that have done to us. They get the law here, even if they wrong you, when you go to the court, when you will get justice. You will get justice. So justice needs to be safe for our sister. They will not come, they work, they suffer like that. And they just go back, they have the money they work for, they take around, they take another money from their country, they pay that expenses then before they go back. Yeah.
And there's no guarantee they will even receive that money sometimes. There's no guarantee.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's my reason. Most people looking at it, most all looking at it will say, better we just here, we be the suffering here. They've all to say, oh, won't go back. Our people they not get money to come pay expensive. Then they when you can work for, we take it, we pay expensive way then they will go back empty in there. And you know now how the economic system looking in our country.
Like somebody just commented and said, I would just like to read this comment. Somebody say our sisters do not have any way to generate that amount of money. No matter how much effort their family tries, so that will become what will become of them. It's a very tricky situation. Anyways, let's take a break. You're on the One Liberia, One African talk show. This is Africa 24. We are discussing the situation of Liberians in Oman, UAE, the deployable conditions. And share the video, invite somebody to watch it, contribute, comment. You can call in. We take a break and come back. We're nearly finished now. Let's take a break.
Welcome to Africa 24 Online TV.
We are news and beyond. We bring you major happenings around Africa, precisely Liberia, such as
politics,
education,
sports,
agriculture,
entertainment,
activism,
religions,
and traditions.
Once it is credible and balanced, it has to be Africa 24 Online TV.
Back. It's very interesting here. It's getting hot and there's more revelation. We're exploring more. This is the One Liberia, One African talk show. We are live on Africa 24. We are discussing the issues about Liberians being stranded in Oman and UAE. Some are in detention. Some are in prison. Some are hurt. Some are in the very deplorable conditions. The government is failing from what we see. International community cannot help. It's a lot of things to deal with, and we also realize that Liberians are the problem for Liberians too, because they're acting as the agent for the agents. So it's a very tight corner, you know. The time is very fast spent. We're nearly approaching the 2 hour mark. So I would just like everybody else to just contribute one or two things on the way forward. I will start with our esteemed Ambassador Max. We've spoken a lot. And, like I said, Liberia, like the girl just said, even though Liberia is not the best place to be, there might be no rights, there might be other conditions, but some of them prefer to be in that position because Liberia is their home, And then, like Vivian said, why would they be spending money? People that are already there, they should take the money and send to people to repatriate them. Liberia is their home; they will make the way. But some people want to stay here because there's no way in Liberia. There's a lot of conditions to consider. This is a serious dilemma. So Max, give your last contribution. We are running out of time.
Look, I just to reiterate, I don't know whether me, Angela was referring to as a minister. I'm not a minister. I'm a human rights advocate. I'm not a minister. I run
You
my
are
own
the minister. You are
organization.
the minister. You are the minister of advocacy outside of Liberia.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not working for government. I am on the back of the government every day. For anything. So, look, when I wrote the International Labor Organization, because all your being there also has to do with job. Well, Sherry, when I was writing those letters, I also wrote the International Labor Organization to bring it to their attention. You don't want to reply me. They reply me according to the status of Oman and told me that they have a representative within that region, but based in the UAE in Dubai. However, for Oman, they normally find it very tough to cover human rights violation there. They told me that point blank, and they said that they encouraged me to push things with my government, so my government can take precedence to make sure that that their citizens are brought back. But this is
Wow.
it. In terms of organizing yourself, those of you that are in Oman or any other place that you don't have, body organization, the only thing now I can only advise that the networking is only through social media, WhatsApp or so. There's no other way. There's no physical meeting. You don't know where this person lives. I'm not quite sure they can even release addresses to each other. I'm not even quite sure whether even somebody, maybe they all live in the same city and they even know what street they live or the other person live on or whatever. So it's a very, very serious, complicated issue. The only thing I'll
Yes.
advise is, Sharif, if you can continue with building the network, those that are not on your contact list, bring them together on the social media, like WhatsApp or so, and then some of us add us there. Then we can continue with the advocacy and continue to explore avenue as to how we can do this thing. But I'm telling you, our government is very, very relaxed on this issue. They have no idea whether you people are even there. You know what they can tell us? Those are all that talk every day on the radio.
Hold on one
That,
second.
that when they talk for 2 weeks, they will leave it.
Forget it.
They will
Yeah.
forget it. And those are the things we'll continue to hear. Had it not been that because some of us have press button with the international community, even the IOM were not even going to come in because IOM also pushing them. International Labor Organization, they're pushing the labor ministry mainly to do something about you people. So I only begging you people that if you have the chance now, regardless of what, if you don't want to spend your 2 years contract that you're there and you can go back and things are tough, if you have the chance, you gotta work together and then one by one, the same way the upper went one by one, they can get out of there. But I
Okay,
am
I
saying
have this last
from now
caller
December, if we are not out
thank
there,
you, Max. I have
it's
this
gonna be
last
tough.
caller who's been very persistent, so I just want to make them the last caller. Caller, where are you coming from? Calling from? What's your name?
Your thanks.
I'm calling from Liberia.
Yes. Can you hear the caller, please? It's our last caller. He's been very persistent. Go on. You say your name is what? Abdullah. You need to speak louder, Abdullah.
I'm calling from Broville. Abdullah from Broville.
Okay.
And I also been following most in Oman, and I've been in the fight with Mr. Masale and Mr. Sharif and others.
Yeah.
Yeah, concerning the issue. But we may have gone through a lot of stress concerning this Omani process and other things.
Yeah.
Some people will come out and say, oh, this, oh, that. But one very afternoon from my own understanding, my little understanding, because I know that it will be very much difficult for the Liberian government to get into Oman and get all of those girls to Oman easily. It will be very much difficult.
It's a difficult task.
Yeah, everyone, I think the government will be able to do here, that will be possible. The required acceptable best to get up. Often there's nowhere to be having an eye over the Liberians. The Liberians are there. For the meantime, people want to get out to Oman to get out of those girls and there. You have to go out to see. You have to get somebody in Oman there. But Liberians, men or male, or the Omani government, the Liberian government have to send a delegate there. Instead of living the set up a legal office that would be in the name of the Omani government.
Yeah.
As the system at the meantime, the thing that we are going to do is the Omani government or the Omani citizen is the other fear over the Liberian girl.
Yeah.
But these people said the Liberian government will just look at and go to Oman and get all of the Omani or the Liberian girl from Oman is very much difficult.
Yeah.
It is a time like so that's the only thing the government can do is just send a delegate. They just send a delegate to Oman and talk with the Omani government. The one the legal minister did and talk with the Omani
UAE.
minister and the foreign minister. Currently, I think they have taken from all over the attitude of the Omani or to what they are going to Oman. Yeah. So you get to look at that you need to help the person to come back. So up to now, that is what I think only one. The Liberian government started to all the things that they are doing there to cut the government and bring them back. Up to now, nobody went there and bring the government back.
Wow.
Organizations have put that together, find a possible best, and sometimes to get all that Mr. Makale there, the photos from cities there, Mr. Terry there, photos from cities there, and send them back. The what they did was doing. They put the issue of the girls there and send them back. Because doing the every time you just go out to any office or any madam area, they will put the camera if maybe they will block their number and all that thing.
Wow.
A very good day. I'm in a very good thing to decide with the man that the Omani government and now that is happening a lot of Oman. Then you will see how it will be like on the Liberian Oman. Right now, you're doing everything you're doing, but nobody gets to see out. And instead of time taking for you to go there and people get to know and people think you are calling a new, you are putting you around, or you have that you have yourself to say anything. Anybody when they have anybody there, that's what you don't want to do. You got a citizen, so you don't have anything to do with them. So the only thing you have to do is that you have to send to your delegate to be an area that brings a commander. So the other person I think about they were all those things to come back here, but they are already getting that. So what we have to do is that we advocate that the other one are there to be or the freedom and other things there, or they do all the return back peacefully.
Yeah.
Not paying any time or spend all the money. Somebody get money then the thing money you get you have money there you can come out and some of them will you still work on that thing there.
Yeah, they got nothing. Anyway, Abdullah, thank you so much. We'll have a next edition and hopefully you can call early, but thank you for your contribution. It's all in line with what the guys have been saying. And, thank you once more. Just keep in touch, keep following, do what you can do. Because like you said, if we wait for the Liberian government, it will be a hard work. Thank you so much. Wow. I believe, Mr. Chevy, you recognize the voice or you recognize what he's saying. You guys all been saying the same thing. So Sherry, what's your last word for tonight? We've been here almost 2 hours and we've discussed and we've seen a lot more.
Yeah. Thank you so much. As we climax in this, all important conversation, I still want to, appeal to the government of Liberia to be very proactive when it comes to issue of Liberians that in this part of the world, especially this Gulf country. We don't want them when they hear issue concerning about Liberia, they should sit and relax. Okay, we are just a community. We are not government office. Okay, government is powerful than us. We want them to, add up on the effort that we are applying. Okay, the situation that we have currently in Dubai and that of Abu Dhabi and Ajman, something that we still appealing to the government to really come in. Okay, we what we are saying that we know at this moment maybe they may not buy ticket to send and then get our people here, but at least our president taking a phone telephone because we know that he have a very good relationship. He live here in United Arab Emirates. He live
Yeah.
in Abu Dhabi. He plays football here. He's a very good friend to Prince of Dubai, and he's a very he have a very good relationship with Sheikh Mohammed Rashid, the new president of UAE, and the Maktoum himself in Dubai. These are all connections. It's just a telephone call or making or talking to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to be very proactive when it comes to the citizen issue. These things are important. At the end of the day, they will get back to Liberia. Okay, you are president for us. Here, we will not vote for anyone. We will not pay homage to anyone, only our country. So to be proactive, just taking a time, we know the president can call. He can reach out to other people. Those are in America because they do not have anything and the US dollar is coming. So we saw our president taking more time to go to them, even trying to reach out to them the way that we didn't even expect. Why your citizen in this part of the world? Because I don't know whether due to economic factors, he's not taking them into consideration. And I can tell you, you have a lot of Liberian here. UAE alone, approximately we have 5,000. Okay, and that of Oman, there are a lot of people in Oman. I have not been the advocacy of the Liberian community to come out the since last year with the repatriation. We were just brave that many people couldn't know what really is involved in Oman. Okay, there are situations other Liberians are going through in Cyprus. There are situations Liberians are going in Kuwait, Bahrain. Liberians are in all of this area, even Saudi Arabia. Okay, so these people they are engaging in modern slavery.
Modern
Okay,
slavery.
yeah, you have an anti-human task force. Okay, most of those guys, you have all of the government key sector
Sheriff,
there. So
we have
we
some
want to
interesting Sheriff,
we
we have
we
some interesting comment here. I'm sorry. How you call it? Chi Allen Dawson. She said the young man is spot on. We need intervention from both the Liberian and Omanese government to crack down on this ring and all the perpetrators brought to account with immediate effect. This is now a humanitarian crisis, and all Liberians need to come together to bring this issue to force with tangible action. That's from how you call it, Allen Dawson, Nietzsche Allen Dawson. And another one
yeah,
from
she's
Masale, he said, yeah, go on.
yeah, she's making a very salient point. Our government is not proactive. This issue can be handled. Like I said, just our Baba, President George Manewia, just telephone call will seize all of these issues. Okay, with
Masale is saying, personally, some officers have started blocking me and telling others to block me because I'm always advocating for the Liberians in Oman. And they are losing money because I always make some girls to go back without paying expenses. So it's serious, Sherry. Sorry that I cut you
Even,
off there.
even a minister of labor, he can solve that issue. When the ladies they sign contract, those broker contracts, you are minister of labor, you should know the labor law there. They don't need to pay for 3,000. Once our minister of labor is incommunicado with those that are in money ministry of manpower, they don't have to pay anything. They don't have to pay any arrear. By paying
Wow.
those money, you are also encourage them because other people that do not have, like Sadia, I know all of these agencies that Sadia, Madam Fifi, those things, when we talk to them, we're telling them that the law, okay, most of those guys, they work for 6 months, they are entitled to gratuity fee. They need to
Yeah.
receive money at the end of their contract, even after 6 months. So they need to get a day off. Okay, in Oman, according
So,
to their law there,
in
they need to
in
have a
other
2 days
words,
off. But if you do not have a foreign, foreign agency or foreign department that is proactive in this area and be cognizant to the fact that your citizens are suffering there, they need someone to really come in and advocate for them. Until then, our brothers and sisters that will be going through this marginalization, molestation in Oman and other places. But yet, for us right now, we still, saying to the Ministry of Labor, for now, our involvement into Oman will be very less. We have a whole lot of things going through right now. We know our government is not, helping us. We have currently our people that were in Alawi Central Prison through the help of God. We try our possible best. Now they brought our people to the Terminal 2. That is the airport. Very soon they need to be in LRB. We are still begging. We are still begging. How much do we need? How much? We don't even need money from the government. These people that are there, just 19,000 US dollar can settle them. Just
wow,
a traveling allowance for the ministry of existing minister or deputy minister of our portfolio.
is enough.
Alexander Chokompe, his traveling allowance is more than 20,000. The money he spent on hotel, the money that they do all those things. Sometimes we
You
just
know what,
recently,
Sharif?
we alone, we hosted more than 6 existing ministers. They came here, they spent in the hotel. Forgetting to that we have a bulk of Liberians. These things are not something that they are not hearing. It's like there's no coordination with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs with that of the Presidential Affairs, or Ministry of Foreign Affairs with that of the Ministry of Information, Culture, and Tourism. Because this information is like, there's no actually link between the two branches of the government. Our
Yeah,
lawmakers, everyone wanted to come in. We saw a situation from Filipinos government. They're taking it into a law, making sure that the Filipinos in all of the Middle East are adhered to. This kafala,
yeah.
what the people are going through is a serious crime here. Every
Sharif,
surrounding countries of Oman, they are doing their
Sharif,
best.
we
No,
started at 9 o'clock and it's 11 o'clock now. Like yourself, like
that's
Max.
I'm a little bit emotional with the situation for
I can
UAE.
see that. I can
UAE
see that. And you have all right to
UAE
be
contributes
emotional.
75% to the economy of Liberia. UAE just erected a modern hospital in Bapulu. UAE just erected an invisible 11 Scott Page. Okay, Georgia is in very good relationship with the people of UAE. We are not maligning the character here. We want our people to go back home. Right? We can be begging people. We beg them for 3 months. Our people, they are now in Terminal 2. They are not sleeping. I mean, no shelter, nothing. They're sleeping outside. 4 days, 4 days, 5 days. The men are standing on their own. They put them in a bus. They're standing in a bus. They're sleeping in a bus. They drove them for 3 to 4 hours. Nothing. Just only a few days ago, our council he sent his driver to go and take down the listing of the people that we already sent to him. To do
Sharif,
what? Even asking them to tell them the reason why they came to UAE. Why they came to UAE? They left their country to come here for survival,
but
for
been a
greener pasture.
pastor.
The money,
You
the
can't be
money that
asking
they will
that
get, they will
question.
send it back to them.
Sharif,
You don't need to be asking them.
it's after 11 o'clock now. We started at 9 o'clock. And like yourself, like Max, like Angela, like Vivian, like all of us, I'm trying to put
What
laughter on my face, but
I'm
it's a
Mr.
serious
Colley,
matter.
please, I want you to join with us. What will it take the government of Liberia? What will it take them just to help these people from here? We have done our best. 66 people, just a community, not being sponsored by the government. We are not asking any international community. We are not running after any politician to come and help. People have reached out to us. We turn them down. We are not in politics in this. We want government to do the right thing. The right thing here is that to listen to the cry of
Well, you
people.
know what,
Our brothers and
Sharif,
sisters,
we
they are
have to come back.
dying.
We have to
They
come
are
back next
dying.
week.
Now, Mr. Colley, to be honest, I cannot give an account. We cannot, the Liberian community, the leadership, we cannot give account of the 9 Liberians that took from Dubai to Abu Dhabi. We cannot give account. Anything can happen to them.
True.
Anything can happen to them. And we
It's
have
a
a
no. It's a
council.
no man land.
I'm telling you, it's a normal land. I'm telling you, the Liberian
Sharif,
government, people
I
coming
have to
from the
beg, I have to beg you. I know how it feels. Like myself, I'm putting laughter on my face. But if this wasn't important to me, I wouldn't spend time on it. I can see Max, you know, is really, really down, and there's a lot going through his head. There's Angela, there's Vivian, there's a lot of other people. There's Nietzsche Allen that contributed, there's Masale, there's Abdullah, there's Gamen. It's a serious need. I mean, it's more deplorable than we could think about. But, you know, we've exhausted 2 hours today, and the more we speak, the more we realize there's more to it. You know, now we understand there's an insider within an inside. It's even making harder for us. Like we said, if your house don't buy you, the house don't sell you, the street will not buy you. And we've seen this across many sectors in Liberia. So I beg you, we have to stop here. And next week, I can assure you, we'll have to come back and discuss this, because it seems to be a bottomless pit as it is at the moment. So Angela, Vivian, do you want to say one last word before we can go? I will start with Vivian. Just one last word. We'll come back next week.
Okay. What I want to say is that thank you ever so much. Thank you for your effort. For my last words coming to the government, they should please come. The money that they are going to settle our friends then are going back in Liberia. Let them take that money and can free our friends then from the sale.
That's a very good point.
Yes, let them take that money and can free our friends then from in a sale. Some of them are dying slowly. No food. They are on the street. So please come on our ear to free us from here. Mostly the people then are in a cell, that are on the street. So I tell you, thank you ever so much.
Thank you too, Vivian. You've done well today. You really spoken. We really appreciate it. We pray that somebody's listening. Angela, one word from you. Last word from you, please. Angela, since that network is, I'll give her 1 minute. I know, you know, it's far spent. This is the One Liberia, One African talk show where we discuss. Welcome back. This is the One Liberia, One African talk show. It's been 2 hours of, you know, deep conversation, exploring, extensive, in depth. We've uncovered, we've discovered, you know, there's so much to deal with, but we are here. We are Liberians. And like we said last week, we did not choose to be Liberians, and we are our brother's keeper, you know. So you're watching Africa 24. We're going to be back next week to discuss, and we hope we get all our panelists back. We want to say thank you to our esteemed CEO, Mr. Julius Siki, who's always working tirelessly. All the guys behind the scene in Liberia and everywhere, all those that contributed, Chichi, Masale, Garmen, Abdullah, Rhoda, you've all contributed one way or the other. We want to say thank you, and next week we will be back. Keep following our page, Africa 24, for more reliable information. Africa 24, we go down to the depth. We talk to the real people. We don't just bring information. We talk to the real people. That's why we have Sharif. That's why we have Angela, and that's why we have Vivian. So until next week, stay put, do what you're doing for your country, and God bless you all. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you to the.
Thank you.